Hello everyone. Welcome to the first game of the grand final of this spring triplets bingo tournament. It has been quite a journey. We are reaching the grand final, so potentially the 2 or 3 last games, the 3 last races, it's going to be between the first seed, JudgeJoe, who steamrolled his opponents, versus the upset of the tournament, seed 7 out of 8, who upset all of his opponent, the Seawolf. Interesting match to watch. Two opposites, and it's going to start soon. This is game 1, which means this is going to be triple bingo. So let's see. Apparently the runners are already ready. Yeah, they are all ready. Already. Yes, it's funny. So I'm going to switch to... Yeah. Perfect. There isn't much sound. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Both runners' sounds are quite low, unfortunately. Alright. So, both runners are ready. We are going to start very, very soon. And it should start in 15 seconds. Approximately. Alright, let's see what the goals are for tonight. I see some interesting stuff. I just don't want to miss the start of the race for the timer. Alright. Alright. Obviously, we start by looting Taken Castle. Okay, let's see. What are the goals? Let Sergeant transform into Iron Claw, which means we have to kill the wolves without killing the Sergeant. Oh, Freelancer and IG Shield. That's a nice start. Get the Great Sea Trench hints, so the 3 dwarves hints in trench. Oh, summon 4. Nice. Equip a cursed item for an anti-boss fight, which can be the cursed shield, the cursed ring. Yeah. Defeat Wing Raptor, pretty easy. Collect 6 jobs. Alright. Beat the book fight on top of the library. Why not? Obtain the Excalibur, which you can either find randomly in the seed, or if you find Gilgamesh 4, you just don't kill it too fast, you let it transform, and after he gets X-zoned, he will automatically drop an Excalibur. Pulse page is in World 1. We'll see if Pulse page is useful. Have 150,000 gil at any point, so we'll become rich. Defeat Carbon Color without using an instant kill on the weak form. Check the magic song spot in the library. So that's only in World 3. Kill Titan without floating. Clear Great Trench bosses, which combines well with the hints. Visit Mr. Cleo, which... it's kinda obscure. You need to remember where you need to go with the submarine. Ribbon spot for JudgeJoe right away. Free spot in World 3 in Rugor, but only in World 3. Attack with a bell. Kind of meme goal, like attack with ARP, attack with bell. You need a way to equip bell. We have the freelancers, so we don't need about having to equip anything. Albunch is in World 2. We can equip everything with the freelancer, so we just need a bell and we get the goal. Blind a boss and have him miss twice. You need to remember which bosses can be blinded. You can do that with Flash, you can do that with Black Magic Blind, I think. Throw a Water, Fire, Thunder scroll in the same fight. So we need the ninja or the throw command, and we need one scroll of each of the 3 elements, and we need to throw them in the same fight. Defeat Proboros, grab a world map. World map is easy, you have 3 instances when you can grab a world map. Ship Graveyard, Steamship, and inside Bal Castle. Okay, Seawolf checked all the Koza Castle items. JudgeJoe is dipping in the void to check the chest up to the forest area. Okay, get a punch crit. Juicy meme goal. You want the monk to do that because you'll get like you can actually use bare fists in terms of DPS while still being able to get the goal. Let Murjin change elemental weakness. X-zone an enemy. Quad Zerk a boss and win. Check the ribbon spot in Rugor. Both runners did that already. Mimic an ability. Interesting. So we can do that either with the Mimic ability or the Mimic, because he has the Mimic ability equipped by default on the first slot. Defeat Carlo Fistory. So that's kind of a nice board with a lot of various types of goal. We have bosses, we have specific ways to beat bosses, like we have to see Iron Claw, we have item drops, we have specific ways to attack, we even have Visit Mr. Cleo in the center goal. We have ×6 in the shop and Hastega in another, so we can speed ourselves right at the beginning. Perfect. Okay, Aldermers is World 2. We already got this hint. It's in Rugor. Yeah, I have to be focused because I don't want to miss anything, and it's gonna be hard. We are past 2 AM for my time, so pardon me if I'm not as energetic as usual. I brewed myself an espresso to be able to hold the fort. I also have a pint of beer, but do not say that on Twitch, lol. Adamantite is in World 1. Alright. I also have a bowl of cereals because I will need sugar. So we do have a starter dancer. I don't remember seeing any dancer gear in shops like the tiara, rainbow suit or red shoes in order to boost the chances to get sword dance. I also don't remember seeing any good knife to dance with. If you do sword dance without any weapon equipped, you will do a sword dance with bare fists. And if you get a crit with a brawl dance, it will count for get punch crit. Okay, that's hello. I think that was Bahamut on the triplets, which were on the first spot, on Wind Raptor spot. Really easy to kill them all in the same turn. And we don't really get anything useful on the crystal shards. Seawolf is going to follow JudgeJoe in Windshrine, just a little late. But he didn't find any required boss. Though, Joe was really fast at collecting jobs. Joe, no, it was Seawolf. Seawolf spent a little extra time in shops and checking loot, and Seawolf already got 6 jobs. We have Brave Blade and Mana Eater at Licks. We can use the Mana Eater. It's the Dancer-specific dagger. It will automatically crit human targets and also give a nice stat boost. That's a very good weapon early in the game. Very, very good weapon, but it costs a lot of money. Joe electing on using the freelancer. So you don't really want to use the freelancer early on, because the freelancer won't have good stats at all. The freelancer stats is based on the stats of the mastered jobs on this character. So if you didn't master any job on your freelancer, his stats will be kind of low. So the only interest in doing that this early is when you have very good weapons and you don't have the jobs to equip them. Here, JudgeJoe only uses one freelancer. That's because he wants to use the Excalibur, which is useless on this boss because Merigine will absorb anything except fire on her first phase, and Excalibur is a holy elemental. But we do have the goal to let her change element. We need her to change element, and there is only a small chance that Galuf will be able to land a hit. There's also the chance she gets the physical weak form. That's not going so well for Seawolf. Merigine killing 2 characters, and here we go. Merigine changed element on JudgeJoe's screen, and then he killed her with Jitterbug Dirt, which is the HP Drain Dance. Low damage, but for those early spots, it's way enough. So the goal is validated on JudgeJoe's side. While Seawolf has to reload. I said earlier that your freelancer stats were based on your mastered jobs on this character. Well, we have the Summoner. And the Summoner, once mastered, will give your freelancer the best magic stat in the game. The Summoner is higher than the Black Mage and Time Mage, so we're happy to see that at the beginning. in terms of useful jobs, I don't think I've seen many. I haven't seen all 6 jobs collected by Seawolf, but I think only the summoner was really that useful. Yeah, JudgeJoe, do not forget the world map in Ship Graveyard, it's free. If you miss this one, you'll need to either go to Steamship or Balcastle. Balcastle is always accessible, but yeah, just grab the one on your way. Oh, hello, Euplant. So for some reason, this boss is actually human. So the Berserked dancers could have equipped a Man-Eater. And okay, they all have the Berserk ability, so they are all Berserked. That's what we call the Quadzerk. So once all the flowers are down, that's going to be valid for Quadzerk and beat a boss. Yeah, Quadzerk a boss and win. Perfect, it's valid on Joe's side. However, I think we are not receiving any key item. Yeah. Oh, Seawolf had to reset and redo the triplets. Oh. That's unfortunate. So Joe is just going to rush the usual early progression. So after Sheep Graveyard, you go to Carwan, and then you go to Northern Mountain. And we are lucky today. We have an Excalibur in the weapon shop. You would normally never buy the fake Excalibur for 10,000 gil, because it's a fake one and it will always do minimal damage. But it's a goal here. So we buy the Excalibur and JudgeJoe is free to go. He has the goal, it's valid. Done. Don't need to worry about it later. Don't need to find Gilgamesh 4, and if he finds it, he can kill it. Which means he could get spared the Gilgamesh sacrifice cutscene in the Necrophobes fight. JudgeJoe is currently grabbing Seawolf by the throat. That's a lot of early goals that were cleared right away. Joe is going fast, he's rushing fast, he already has a team that does quite a lot of damage in the first world. Yeah, definitely, he's putting a lot of pressure on the goals. So that's Ramu, that's another boss for which the Man-Eater would be really appreciated. You can also Doom or X-Zone Ramu. If we have X-Zone, I know we have times 6. I don't know if we found X-Zone already, but that's a boss. You can leave and delay until you have X-Zone, because you can easily use X-Zone on Ramu at this spot. So Joe decides to kill it and just get it. But personally, I would have pondered that maybe I can just ignore Ramu for now and come back later once I have X-Zone. That's a very easy X-Zoneable boss. It's reasonable to X-Zone this boss. Wow, 32 damage sword dance! Wow! Break sword and quarter. Those were... That's the word 2 items. So they're near the Hastiga shop. Oh, we have the Berserker in here. So the Berserker is the job that gives the best strength stat upon master. I also saw a shop with red shoes and chicken knives. So literally the best possible equipment for Dancer. Because Sword Dance ignores the runaway chance from the chicken knife. It does the best possible damage. Easiest way to get quad 9. And red shoes are one of the dancer gear that boost the chances of seeing Sword Dance. Seawolf does not forget the world map in Ship Graveyard either. Good. Okay, I'm going to pay attention to the hint here. Trench pages in World 3. That is very important to know. Because trench page leads to 2 possible goals. Which are clear Gret Trench bosses and get the Gret Sea Trench hints. And they are both aligned in column 2. So this is a very strategical intel. You want to remember that the trench pages in World 3. You need it for 2 aligned goals. And since Joe already has the Excalibur and the Quadzerk goals from the same column, this is extremely useful intel. Alright, hello Siren, Sword Dance Chicken Knife, goodbye. It was a pleasure to see you. And we get the first key item of our seed. That's the Sandworm Bait. Sage Staff. Oh, Dark Suits. I think I saw Dark Matters for sale. Or am I really too sleep deprived? I see Bolt 3, Levia. I didn't see the... I didn't see the Balcastle hint. Shit. I was busy drinking my coffee. Okay, Biosoul, Bolt 3, Leviathan, Requiem. Very useful shop. Costs a lot of money, but useful stuff. We have the Summoner, so we can summon Levia. Requiem can be useful, especially if we have to loot the Pyramid. Hello, Bahamut. We are definitely happy to see you in such an easy spot. Okay, once again, Sword Dance, Chicken Knife, goodbye. And that's the Submarine Key. Very interesting. We know Trench Page is in World 3. And Submarine Key is the second half of the accessibility to the Great Sea Trench. JudgeJoe is definitely leading the seed right now. We find Esuna, a Flame Ring, and Mantra. Esuna, we have the White Mage available, so Esuna, which is called Healed in this version, can be useful. But the Flame Ring is very valuable equipment. You block ice damage and you absorb fire damage. The gargoyles, that's not really something we are happy to see. Oh, okay, hello magic lamp. That's the second use, I think. Yep. So Joe used the magic lamp once on the triplets at Wing Raptor's spot in order to be able to just deal with it and leave. That's the second use, that's Leviathan. So the next one is going to be Odin, and it will force it to be a Zantetsuken, or True End. True Edge. Which is a guaranteed one-hit KO move. So if we find a very annoying boss that he is non-heavy, Joe will just be able to use the magic lamp and deal with it instantly. Oh, Hero Song! We have the Bard Crystal, we have Hero Song, Vitality Song as well, Requiem. Okay, I see he's using Galuf as a freelancer to equip the Excalibur with Double Grip and Berserk. Change it back to Summon for the utility. Seawolf found in Lion. That spot JudgeJoe has not checked yet. I think it's Wolf's Castle. Without Leviathan, Entlion is going to be annoying. It can hit hard, especially in the early on. Yeah, exactly the right amount of damage to kill Galuf. Entlion being a desert enemy, he is actually weak to water, so Leviathan on our summoner would be his biggest weakness. Alright, Sword Dance, and he escapes. Fire to Blue Magic, that's not a key item. We know it leads to nothing, it's completely unrequired, unfortunately. Oh, October has the War Sober key. Oh, hold on. A key item is hinted at Fog Tower. Oh yeah. The War Tower key only unlocks one single check, and that's the War Tower in World 1. Sunken Waltz in World 3 is opened with just the submarine key. So there is so far there is only one single chance that we have a recoiled Fog Tower. JudgeJoe is steamrolling this seed. When you compare the boss fights between JudgeJoe and Seawolf, Joe is way faster. He was able to build a team composition that deals with bosses way faster in such little time. He's way more efficient in both team building and execution. Golden Crystal, that's not something nice to find in World 1 at a Meteor. And yeah, Leviathan will kill 3 of them, but the front one will absorb. We have Slash, it will help deal with it, but Galuf is the only one alive. He only has one chance and he's going to... He's getting it! Wow. That was really close. But it was 1-0 thing. Okay, we find the Ninja Crystal in Mugo Waterway. The Ninja Crystal is good news, because that means we automatically have access to throw. So we only need to find a Flame Scroll, a Water Scroll, and a Thunder Scroll, and that's another 3 gold. Oh, we found a Tinkerbell as well, which means, since we have a Freelancer which can equip everything, that's another 3 gold. However, I do not think you will be attacking with a bell in this fight. Yeah, a single sword dance is not enough to kill Omniscient at this spot. You are not going to do more than 5,000 damage. I mean, the goal is validated. Technically. You just need to survive the fight, like not get wiped, due to the reset rule. I believe it has been explained and agreed on by the runners, so... yeah, if he survives, he will actually have validated the goal with his Berserker. Seawolf finds the Adamantite. Which means he has access to Flying Lunkaroos. Yeah, he immediately goes there. And yeah, good for him. He finds Call of History. That's a required boss. Shouldn't be too problematic on this spot in World 1. We can attack with Sword Dance and Levia. Should be able to get her soon enough. You just have to be careful about the drain counters, and Levia bypasses the reflect wall, so Seawolf is going to be completely fine. Call of History can hold herself. It's going to be it won't affect anything. Stop is going to be very annoying. So yeah, muting Lena or stopping the dancer is going to be annoying. But other than that, Seawolf should have it. Oh yeah, that's an old character. So when casted on a party member, old will gradually decrease your stats, not your level, your stats. So that's a really bad thing for, like, everything. But yeah, you will see the difference in damage. Okay, both summoners got olded. Yeah, that's not something you want to see. Yeah, we were like 1,300 damage per Leviathan. Now we are near 800. Yeah. Okay, she's using wall, that's perfect. Because summons bypasses the wall. We just need to avoid drain attacks. Because they can hurt all characters that are low HP. Alright, JudgeJoe got through Omniscient. It was a slow fight, but he built enough damage to be able to kill Omniscient with a final sword dance, and Faris is the only one standing after the flare counter. That's the Fritz Fire as well. I wonder if JudgeJoe realized he got attacked with a bell. Because it's technically valid. Because he didn't reset the game. Like, a reset from Omniscient is still the same save file. It happened. Attack with a bell is valid in this case. Oh, that's Magic Song, Spartan Library, and Call of History for Seawolf. We're going to combine the Magic Song spot with the book fight near it. So normally, that's where we learn level 5 Doom. Oh, if you run away, the book disappears. So, yes, you need to actually beat it. So, yeah, do not equip the chicken knife. Seawolf got Bahamut from defeating Call of History. That's great since we do use summons. Bahamut is non-elemental, so if you have someone who... if you find a boss that absorbs water for some reason, you can use Bahamut. Okay, he got attacked with a bell now. He didn't need to, he got it on Omniscient actually. Okay, everything is valid. So now we're going to see both bosses actually. Because, yeah, he got the Fritz Fire. We're going to see both library bosses. Hello Odin. We are glad to see you in a spot we can easily one-hit KO. And you give us the anti-barrier. Okay, second boss. Galura, another easy boss. Though, you would love to have X-Zone for this fight because you can also X-Zone this boss. Well, we are petrifying Galura with Shot. It also works. It's as fast as X-Zone, has more chances to actually succeed, but it's not a goal, unfortunately. Oh, hello Leviathan, this can be dangerous. It's the pack of Lunka runes, so if you didn't save inside the dungeon, you'll have to go through the first boss fight again. Yeah, do not use Leviathan on Leviathan, because Leviathan absorbs water, and Leviathan does water damage, so if you use Leviathan on Leviathan, Leviathan will absorb Leviathan, and that's a lot of Leviathan in the same Leviathan fight. Fortunately, the first boss spot of Flaying Luca Runes gave us Bahamut yeah, it's precisely for this reason. Though the Aquarakes will do a lot of damage, like that's half your HP bar here. Oh, and the double turn with physical attacks. Yeah, so he attacked himself. Is Seawolf not aware you have the select start shortcut for the instant death? So Seawolf did save inside Flaying Lunka Runes, good for him. He will rebuild his team with other abilities because Slash is useless. This Leviathan is indeed heavy. Okay, Tool Pass is barren. It was just another bell. Okay, Leviathan, take 2. We're obviously going to hashtag ourselves. I think what Seawolf wants to do is summon Bahamut and then mimic it. Which is a very good thing to do because... No, don't use Levia. Because Mimic does the same... repeats the last action for free. So that's going to be a Bahamut without using MP. And Mimic an ability is a goal on the board. I don't know what Seawolf is doing. Like, the more time you spend preparing your team, the more chances you'll have to die. Because Leviathan will get multi-action turns, and you will easily die. So just get your Bahamut quickly and then mimic it twice. Trust me, it should be enough to beat Leviathan on this spot. I think. Maybe not. It's Archewebis. It should take into account all the forms. Meanwhile, Joe is going around all the meteors and beating the bosses. I have to keep focusing so I don't miss key items. Yeah, finally gets the Adventite that we already found on Seawolf's side. Yeah, you're not going to pass Leviathan with that. Oh, Seawolf is giving up. Interesting. He's going to the library instead. So we know only the first boss actually gives an item. So Seawolf will not be punished from not having the Ifrit's Fire, which is from Mughal Waterway. Okay, the Black Mage Crystal. Oh, did Seawolf check his level? Okay, he did. Galuf survives, does slash. Okay, good. So he did learn level 5 Doom as well. Okay, he chose to not do the boss though? As a reminder, the first boss in the library had the anti-buyer. By the way, technically, JudgeJoe actually has access to the center goal. You just need the submarine. And go to World 3 to visit Mr. Cleo. You just need to remember where he is. And I think Joe just doesn't remember. The center goal here can be very important. Like, column 3 is almost already complete. you might have an easy diagonal. Top left, bottom right. Because you can just get random encounters on the overworld and just fish for bunch crits with berserkers. The hardest thing will actually just be to find Sergeant Ironclaw. And that's all. What are you doing, Joe? Why did you empty-hand Galuf? Why did you make Galuf barehanded? Okay, so JudgeJoe versus the... Oh yeah, one hit KO with the Sword Dance. Yeah, there's a big advantage for JudgeJoe here. Because any boss Seawolf might have to delay because not enough firepower. JudgeJoe will just steamroll through it. That's a very bad position for Seawolf. Spellblade over 5 is a nice reward as well in the Earth Crystal Shards. Okay, so... Joe is already starting to check in War 3. So I think Joe is currently looking for the trench page. He wants those goals as fast as possible. But right now Joe is making a really aggressive play. I mean, Joe has always gone for aggressive plays, but yeah, you can see it easily here. We don't know where in World 3 the trench page is, it's hinted in the entire of World 3, but he's rushing every World 3 locations we have access to currently, because then the trench page means 2 more goals that are well placed. Oh, Abductor one-shots Galuf, though you can insta-kill that boss. Once again, it would have been even better with X-Zone, but it's okay. There are still other non-heavy bosses. We just need to leave at least one. Oh my god! And it was here! It was actually here! Wow, and he's rushing again. He's going right... Okay. I bet he's going to trench right away to get those 2 goals. There is no way. And he is. That's how aggressive JudgeJoe is. Though that's so lucky. Aggressive play paid off in this case. It's a really lucky payoff. Okay, we find the easy goblins as well. Goblins can be insta-killed with all forms of one-hit KO moves. So yeah, you petrify 1, the other already got a quad 9 sword dance. Maybe get a crit fist, nope. No crit. But we do have a Brozak. We have a Brozak on. Which means Joe has a damage dealer. It's a reliable damage dealer. And he will be able to fish for crits while playing the game. Like, he won't need to actually stop, try random encounters in the overworld. No, he's going to fish for crits while actually playing, while actually looking for items, while actually looking for gold. So once again, very efficient play here. Though Joe loves the monk, Joe actually loves team comps that rely on bare fists. Like using the monk, like either Brozerker or Bro Dancer, which are two very valid ways to play barehanded DPS. Seawolf is back inside the Lonkaroons. He's going back to Leviathan. Okay, Leviathan round 2. Please use Bahamut Mimic. Okay, you can also use Bolt 3 Mimic. You will just need to not get Tidal Wave counters. Also, if you do Bolt 3 first and then Cure 3, your Mimics will mimic Cure 3. It might be intentional in this case. Why are you not mimicking it? It's a free goal! Why are you not mimicking the Cure 3? It's making your team safe and you're getting a goal. Okay, if it's Fire and Ward 2, useless hint. Shrine Marriage Radar and Big Witch Key in World 3. Interesting. So, Solitary Island Shrine has the Mirage Radar. And Big Witch Key is in World 3. Okay. So that's Get the Sea Trench hint. Valid for Judge Joe. He's going to the boss. Going for the other goal in the same column. If it's Pyroboros, Great Sea Trench will have triple value and will get the first bingo right away. Conjure, getting the free Leviathan. Hopefully, okay, it doesn't kill Odin, but that's okay. Bolt 3 will kill it. Giving the anti-buyer. Gilgamesh 2. That's not the kind of boss you like to see here. That's a lot of HP, which means you will actually have the phase where Gilgamesh uses Hast, Armor, Shell, and Jump with remaining HP, which means you won't end the fight right away. This can be dangerous. You cannot insta-kill Gilgamesh 2. This is a rough spot for Greg to appear. Just his normal attacks are one-shotting the characters. Okay, phase 2, we didn't mute Gilgamesh. You definitely want to mute Gilgamesh in here, so you can prevent the armor and shell, so your damage doesn't drop, and preventing the hast to improve your survivability. Fortunately, Jump, though, Jump is nicer than his normal attack. His normal attack one-shot Kaluf earlier. Now Jump only does 300 damage. Oh yeah, actually it's not that bad. See, the normal attack does more. But contrary to the first phase, now it's shared between jump and normal attacks. Jump is the one you want to see. Well, not on an already critical HP character, but yeah. Okay, that's Atomos down on Seawolf's side. Let's not miss if there's a key item there. And Seawolf got the Mimicking ability! Interesting. So chasing the anti-buyer gives us the pyramid page. Interesting. By the way, I forgot to change the music, but there's button on the big bridge. So I need to change the music. Still trying to get the crit punch. Oh, Joe actually got a crit punch already while playing the game. And that's a party wipe. Okay, Joe got the punch crit back. Okay, that means the runners are applying the reset rule. But he was able to get a punch crit. This fight is going to be hard. It's required. Joe will not exit before beating Gilgamesh 2. He wants the goal here. But how will you defeat it? Without protection, without mute. Healing with high potions in your inventory, which means we don't have any healing spell. Like, doesn't seem like Joe has Cure 3. He's checking his ability, maybe see if he can use White Magic or Mimic. Okay, he plans to use a Mimic strat. Oh, and obviously Lena gets killed right away. No, it does. This manipulate. What? I thought you needed to swap the equipment, but swapping two items actually works to refresh the merge vest? Nah. That's very interesting. Oh, Shote is completely shredding Seawolf. Two petrified characters already. If you keep using Bolt 3, yeah, there's no way you can kill Shote before you get a game over. Oh, Aegis Shield. Maybe he has an Aegis Shield. And he can keep going with Mimic. So you just need to not get hit by a normal attack or drain. That's a very ingenious strat from Seawolf here. Clever strat, but unfortunately there's a physical attack and Shote does a lot of damage with physical attacks. Okay, now he's going with Bahamut and maybe going to mimic Bahamut. Oh, he didn't. Okay, he's going safe and using softs now. Like maybe okay, at least to get the image on bots. Okay. Mystic Knight and Damage Flow, no key item in Trench, but we got 2 goals. Look at how many goals Joe has already. That's a lot of bingo chances. X-Zone is 1 bingo, Purboros is another bingo, Find Mr. Cleo is another bingo, Blind Boss is yet another bingo. Carbon Coal is another bingo. Joe got a lot of early goals with his aggressive play, and he has many chances to finish it. Like, I see 5 bingo chances, and you only need triple bingo. So Joe is in a very advantageous position right now. We know from this spot that he's going to get the pyramid page. Okay, Shod is defeated on Seawolf's side, as is Atomos on JudgeJoe's side. So Pyramid Page for JudgeJoe and Steamship Key for Seawolf. That's something Joe has not gotten yet. It might be a small advantage for Seawolf, provided that he does go there immediately. Though that's a very small possibility. That's a really small advantage. Joe has so many goals ahead. Okay, we are going to see Pyramid. After all, Joe indeed has a party that can deal with all 3 bosses. And we find Gilgamesh 4. So since we bought the Excalibur earlier, we don't need to keep Gilgamesh 4 alive. So we can actually just kill Gilgamesh and hope we can avoid the Gilgamesh change and maybe the Gilgamesh sacrifice in Necrophobia fight. Because we found Gilgamesh 4 before Necrophobia. Though Greg used he used Flash on us, there's only the Sorted Ends that can bypass the accuracy check. Paris finally got it. Nothing interesting in the chest. Well, the settings here have untiered loot, so you won't really find anything useful. If that was Flash Blue magic, this is actually one of the most useful thing Joe could have gotten here. Because Flash can inflict blindness to every target in the enemy team. So it can give him a way to blind the boss and have them miss. Oh yeah, the true edge on the statues. Gotta go fast, obviously. Or for an Orichalcon dagger. Oh, Thunder Scroll. I think I saw a Flame Scroll as well. If we have all three types of scrolls, that's another easy goal for JudgeJoe because he has the ninja, so he has throw. It's not really a remarkable goal to get because column 1 for throw isn't really aren't really great lines, to be honest. Yeah, Seawolf has trouble getting the slash insta-kill on Adamantine Mai. It finally goes through. Oh, that's the bracelet! Wow, this can be useful. This could turn into an advantage for Seawolf. If Carbon Coal is French Vanilla in Ex's Castle, that's an immediate bingo chance for Seawolf that Joe does not have. Could also be Paraboros. Okay, T-Rex is a very easy boss if you have a Phoenix down. No worries, we can exit Burning Kana Castle. Joe getting lucky with the sword dance. You normally never dance against undead enemies because if you get the HP or MP drain dance, you will the effects will actually be reversed because the enemies are undead. Burning Kana gives us False Page, which was hinted in Ward 1. Yeah, so JudgeJoe is not taking any action. He's waiting for the Berserker to attack with his punches and try to get crits. But as you can see, it just also simply does damage. He's not wasting time doing that. Oh, running shoes on top of the pyramid. Nice. And golems, so it should be an actually free fight. Just do not use salt. Do not use dance. Yeah, Faris will reverse drain her HP here. Okay, Seawolf found Holy, so he can use Holy with his white mages. So we can deal with Omniscient without... Okay, we got the punch crit again! Joe got his crit once again. Perfect. Galuf is doing his work wonderfully. Okay, Seawolf will not get any trouble with Omniscient if he uses Oli. Only one casualty due to the flare death counter, and he's through. And I believe that's going to be if it's fire. Even though we know it won't give anything useful in library, Seawolf might waste time going there immediately. But there is no way for him to know. Unless he has items to... Oh, yeah. Okay, he can also stay in World 2. Thinking it's my chance to use the bracelet I got. And that's a good thing for him, because Joe does not have a bracelet. So this could be, as I said earlier, an advantage for Seawolf. Something like French Vanilla Carbon Coal would benefit Seawolf. Ouroboros would also deny another bingo chance for JudgeJoe. And denying JudgeJoe a bingo chance is beneficial to Seawolf. Seawolf is completely ignoring the chest, assuming he has everything he needs. And if, well, he has Holy, which means he could also have an easy X-Death fight. And if he's lucky, he could get something useful from the 3 Joker items. Seawolf does not have the trench page, and I don't remember if he found the hint about trench page being in Wall 3. We know it's in Odin's cave, but Seawolf does not know that. He may be thinking, I can go to X-Death and maybe get the trench page from there. He knows Joe could also have this idea. And Seawolf might be thinking that's how Joe got the trench page. Well, that's not the case. Joe had an aggressive play and did every Wall 3 spot that was available, and actually luckily got the trench page. Can you use Holy on Ifrit? Oh yeah, you can. He doesn't absorb it. Oh! 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 That's... Minotauros in sunken walls. Ew. I would get the hell out of here. Well, you can use the Mirage Vest exploit to keep yourself safe if you can get it working before the next turn. You can also use the Magic Lamp. Magic Lamp actually works in this fight. But I think Joe does not want to do that because the lamp would currently use Odin, which would be useless. I just saw in the inventory that Joe has a Cursed Shield. It's not equipped yet, but I see he already got a boss fight with the Cursed Shield equipped. I didn't even notice that earlier. Okay, second chance for Seawolf to have a useful boss. Yeah. Oh my god, I called it! French Vanilla Carbuncle. Seawolf might be the only... Seawolf might be the first one to get a bingo here. Despite having so many... despite Joe having so many goals ahead. So, Seawolf ignores Carbuncle for now. I hope he realizes that it's his only chance to beat JudgeJoe here. He needs Carbuncle, and he needs to beat Carbuncle without insta-killing it during the weak phase. So he needs to brute force Carbuncle. He doesn't need to kill Carbuncle during the strong phase. He is just forbidden from using insta-kills, which include Elemental Spellblades, by the way. Yeah, as expected, spamming Holy against X-Death, even using the Mimic ability. He should be through very soon. Okay, this should be the last Holy. You see Lena does 8,000 instead of the other characters. That's probably because Lena has a Sage Staff. Biosword as well, Lily. So the only spellblades that are insta-kill are... Okay, wait. What are the... Full Spade Summoning Key, also a key. Ah. So Seawolf has to pick the Wallstober key because it's the only item he doesn't have. But that means Seawolf may be able to dodge Fog Tower. Because Wallstober key was hinted at Fog Tower. So yeah, the spellblades that can insta-kill an enemy that is non-heavy and weak to that element are Holy Sword from level 6, Fire 3, Ice 3, and Bolt 3 Sword, which are level 5, Biosword and Brick Sword, which are level 4, and I think that's all. Below that, you have just tier 2 elemental spells. And Mute Sword and Slip Sword are useful, but they are not insta-kills. I'm missing a level 4. We have Wreck and Bio. What's the other one in level 4? Oh, Drain. Yeah, that's Drain. Drain does not insta-kill either. It can insta-kill you if you use it on an undead boss. But nah. It was an insta-kill before. I mean, Psych Sword was an insta-kill before when used on an undead because you would MP overflow on the Pixel Remaster. But it was patched since. And that's not on this NES version anyway, so that's not applicable to this randomizer. But MP overflow was a fun way to insta-kill on Pixel Remaster. So hello Apocalypse. So that's a boss where you really love to use Bio Sword because Apocalypse is weak to the Bio element. Both runners are doing the same boss at the same time, by the way. That means Seawolf got out of Exodus Castle and did not go back there. Carbuncle was his only chance to get a bingo first. I hope Seawolf remembers about Carbuncle. Okay, Joe beats Apocalypse first. That was to be expected. Joe has a very much more efficient damage output. Okay, we're going to more. So we're probably going to get another hint. Okay, I heard Discord sound reconnecting. Was I disconnected? Okay, my network must have stealth rebooted. Okay, it must have stealth rebooted for a few seconds because it's the night. It's almost 3:30 a.m. So I might have, yeah, the network might have resynced. Okay, the stream did not cut off. Only Discord. All right. So more hint was about like oh. We got both Fog Tower items hinted. War's Tower Key and Shrine page. And Shrine leads to Marriage Radar. Very interesting. So if you want Marriage Radar, if you need to go to Hammett Spot in World 3, you need to go through Fog. But we have not found the Elder Branch yet. Elder Branch is hinted in World 2. What have we not checked yet in World 2? It can be Carbuncle Spot. It can be Zez's Fleet. We don't know where the hero call he is. It can be the Big Witch Key. Big Witch Key is in World 3. And we know it... And there is no risk of soft locking the chain because we have... Yeah, Fog Tower and Shrine are hinted, so... Yeah. It could be in Fog... It could be in Sunken Walls. What else am I missing in World 2? That was not done. I don't think I'm missing anything. Yeah, not getting the sword dance first try and you get punished by a petrification. Another character killed by a physical attack. Yeah, that's a great start. Joe is betting everything on the sword dance. Yeah, I get the MP drain dance. Okay, this is not counted. We get the slash on Galura. On Seawolf side, we still have not found X Zone. That's incredible. We've seen many bosses that could be insta-killed with X Zone, and we have not found X Zone. We have time 6 from the beginning of the seed. We found time 6 really early in the shop, but we don't have X Zone. We don't have the spell. Where the hell is X Zone? Seawolf skipped the chest in X's castle. It could have been there. I mean, it can be anywhere because it's untiered rewards, but yeah, it could have been there. Never skip any chest in untiered loot when you have goals that depend on finding a specific ability or spell. Right, you cannot deduce, okay, that spell cannot be here because of the tier that is not corresponding. No, you can't do that in untiered rewards. Seawolf is going to find the trench page here. And it's Abductor, so it's going to be an easy boss. Yeah, he has 2 characters with slash, another one with short. Short goes before the 2 slashes. And both runners will catch up to each other. Seawolf got the trench page, which means Seawolf will get the 2 goals from column 2. Joe will be able to go to Steamship. We know Steamship has something required. I remember it, but I don't remember. I don't remember what specifically, but I remember there was something required in there. No, because Seawolf doesn't have any gold that Joe doesn't have. Never mind. It was a key item. It was a bracelet. Yeah, it had... Okay, yeah. Yeah, Burning Karnak has the bracelet. Which then leads to Carbuncle. Slashing the goblins. Good. We hope Seawolf is prepared for Gilgamesh 2 at the end of the trench. Joe... Okay, Joe is back on the very aggressive play. We have all 4 tablets in those settings. So we have access to the entirety of the void. We can't find any additional key item here. We can only find bosses. So Joe is betting on Wing Raptor, Ouroboros, or Carbuncle to be here in the void, and we know Carbuncle is not here. And welcome raiders, thanks RPG Limit Break for raiding us! Welcome everyone! So this is the first game of the grand final of the 2024 Spring Triplets Bingo Tournament. It's best of 3 every round. The first game is always triple bingo. That's what we are currently playing. So yeah, you are raiding at a good time. We are not completely during the end, and both runners have chances to, you know, get their first bingo first. We have no bingo yet, and even if Joe does seem to be ahead, Seawolf has a few key items and has a few intel that Joe does not have, and Seawolf is in position to get the first bingo first. But since it's triple bingo, Joe is still ahead due to the amount of gold he has and bingo chances he has. Joe's stream has not crashed. Don't worry. On my end, I can see his timer still running on his feed, so it's just he just paused the game. Yeah, he didn't crash. Don't worry. He paused to think about what to do against Calabos, because it can be a tough boss. Okay, one shot. Okay, let's go. So as I said, no key items. Joe can only bet on finding required bosses here. We know Carbuncle is not one of them because Carbuncle is at Exodus Castle, locked by the bracelet, and only Seawolf has the bracelet. But he could still find Wing Raptor or Ouroboros. Ouroboros would be an immediate bingo. Yeah, obviously switching to the battle on the big bridge. So Liquid Flame. That's an interesting thing because Judge Joe cannot just stop and leave here. Because you need to beat every boss to get to the next one in the boss rush. And the thing is, Liquid Flame is a boss I would actually try to not beat right now. Because when we find X-Zone, we can use X-Zone on Liquid Flame, provided that he's not in his hand form. Because Joe has not spared any non-heavy boss. Which means he will soon hit the threshold of soft locking the X-Zone goal. If you don't have any non-heavy boss left, well, you cannot X-Zone an enemy. Oh, wait. An enemy. It's not a boss, it's an enemy. Wait, no, you can get the goal with a random encounter. Never mind. Never mind. I am dumb. X-Zone an enemy works on any enemy, so you can just get a random encounter on the overworld and you can just insta-kill an enemy with X-Zone. Yeah. Yeah, don't be me. Pay attention to the wording of the goals. It's very important. Hello Magisa, that's another boss that can be insta-killed. And we want to insta-kill her before she summons Forza. I believe Joe has equipped his Berserker with a Darkness Bow, so he's trying to blind the boss. So once again, trying to get a goal without wasting time with side tracking. He's trying to get that while actually playing the scene normally. The Darkness Bow also has a visual cue if it succeeds in blinding the enemy, like you get the smoke on the enemy. Since Seawolf is using white mages as well, he should be able to get mute on Gilgamesh 2 before he before he does the quad buff counter. On this spot, which has a lot of HP, you want Gilgamesh to mute it before he does Hast, Armor, Shell, and Jump. You really don't want Gilgamesh to buff himself. Nice Aegis shield block on the electric shock. Yeah, we were not insta-killing Magisa, so now there's Forza as well. Oh, I think you can't blind Forza. That's what JudgeJoe was looking for. Because you cannot blind Magisa, but you can blind Forza. So now I think he's going to not act, and he's going to let his Berserk character shoot their arrow and get the blindness on Forza. If I'm not mistaken, I hope it's the Darkness Bow. Okay, getting some sword dances as well. Okay, yeah, that's probably not what he wanted to do. There are 3 bosses left in the rift. Oh, hello, Necrophobe! So, you need to be really quick here. Because the buyers here are at least going to bounce back some level 5 black magic, if it's not level 6. So you really want to kill the buyers as soon as possible. Since they can be petrified, Shout works. Oh, Shoat is failing? That's rare. Oh yeah, the buyers are reflecting Flare and Holy during the first turn. And then they're going to reflect fire 3, ice 3, and bolt 3 in multi-target in the second turn. They are dangerous, and you need to kill. You need to petrify the buyers as soon as possible. Joe is in a good position because here insta-killing 2 of them is nice. Okay, a sword dance to kill the third one. There's only one remaining. Didn't get the sword dance. We are preparing Golem because Necro then gets into a physical phase once we kill all 4 buyers. And he does a lot of damage, so we want Golem up. No, we are using Shot. I wonder if you can actually blind Necro. I don't think you can blind him. He's a very late endgame boss, but it's possible. Yeah, Soul Dance before the cutscene. That's not a good plan. Necro becomes vulnerable only after the cutscene. Yeah, since we are ourselves blinded, the Darkness Bow has low chance to actually hit and then to inflict darkness. Yeah. Sword Dance bypasses the accuracy check, so we are just hitting through it. Golem protects us against the vacuum waves. Vacuum waves normally does a lot of damage and inflicts HP Samp. Okay, and we are through Necrophobia. We are past 1 hour and a half and we still don't have any line. We don't have any bingo yet. Even though both runners have multiple bingo chances. Hello, Panda. Oh, he hits hard. You need Golem here as well. Definitely want to have Golem on. I don't think you can blind a Panda. What is he looking for? I don't know. Gale Cut hurts. 2 of them and you're dead. 2 Gale Cuts and it's a party wipe. Okay, both runners got the Golem fight in a back attack. You shouldn't use Holy. You should use the Sage Staff that is in your hand. You'll be doing much more damage because Sage Staff does 4 times damage on undead targets and both dragons here are undead. Nope, they are heavy, you cannot slash them. You just used single target cure 3 to fully cure your character, and then he got boned. Oh, that's Wing Raptor! That's big! Wing Raptor is first row, fourth column. That was one of the only chances for JudgeJoe to get it. Alright. Unfortunately, you need Doom to install the Wing Raptor, so we won't be able to install it now. That's going to be 50k HP go down. And since he's using a Berserked Galoof, that's going to be annoying because Galoof will keep hitting even when Wing Raptor has his wings closed, which is something bad. Because Wing Raptor will keep countering with claws. Yeah, we are forced to use Sword Dance. 5 Sword Dances should be enough. And if we can maybe get the blindness on the Wing Raptor, that would be a bonus. Wing Raptor closes his wings. We need Galoof to not attack. And once we close the menu, yeah, it's going to counter with close. Fortunately, we do have Golem. We are not getting the blind. Meanwhile, Biblos was in falls. Yeah, renew your Golem if it runs out. It's very important against Wing Raptor. Sword Dance bypasses the counter, but not the normal attacks with the Berserk character. Okay, he tried using the Darkness Bow as an item. Nope, you have to hit with the bow. It's just that it's so low chances to proc. Okay, defeat Wing Raptor, valid. Okay, second boss in the falls. Yeah, don't forget to put the raining shoes you got. Untoad your characters. It's Titan! I hope you have a way to gas float. I mean, it doesn't matter the spot where you find Titan. His death counter will always be Earthshaker, it won't be Quake. Fortunately. So Earthshaker should not be a problem in terms of damage. So we just need to survive. So Golem should suffice. Yeah, Conjure getting the level 1 summon. Titan can be blinded. I think it's one of the easiest boss to blind. So what I'd suggest is not doing any damage and wait for the blindness to occur. Oh! His Galuf is not a Berserker anymore. Such irony. He changed his party before one of the boss that is easy to blind. Ouch. Nope, if you miss twice by hitting an imaged character, it doesn't count as blinded. And since you need to do that against the boss, if you kill all the bosses that... Okay, you can see it's almost 4 AM. That's not JudgeJoe's screen. It's Seawolf. I'm dumb. Okay. Good job. And no one told me. Yeah. It's Seawolf's side. Never mind. So Joe is going to check the boss that is shuffled on NeoX's spot. That's Halikanaso. So Halikanaso is not required in any way for the bingo board. It won't give any key item, and even worse, it will give us the credits, so we'll need to reset. Oh, interesting. It gives us... Titan in Falls gives us the Moogle suit. And yeah, that gives Seawolf the Kill Titan with floating. I forgot that was a goal. I assume Joe checked the Necrospot boss. Oh no, he's going back there. Okay, no, he's just picking up the water scroll. He still has the ninja goal in mind. Throw away water, fire, and thunder scroll in the same fight. Okay, first time we see War's Tower. Remember, we got it out of logic from Exdes in his castle. You would normally have to find the Elder Branch and then do Folk Tower to get it. So it's not a required boss, but maybe it has a good key item there. X-Zone would be something huge to find as well. Interesting. That's the Hear You call. Gives access to Zez's fleet. And thank you for the blesses. Well... I also need to blow my nose. Okay, wait a moment. So it's weird, I shouldn't be sneezing because it's not getting colder. I closed my window because I didn't want the neighbors to hear me yelling after 2 AM. And I'm still sneezing. Alright, sorry. I'm back after bringing my nose. Okay, so JudgeJoe caught up on the steamship into Kana Castle chain, got both the bracelet and the false page that Seawolf already got a long time ago. So now Joe has access to another bingo chest. We know Carbon Coal is in the castle. Carbon Coal is at Gilgamesh 4 spot. And Seawolf discovers the Sunken Walls boss, Minotaurus. Hello there. Yeah, and goodbye. We are not taking this, we are not taking this Minotaurus. Goodbye. Okay, so we know we're going to find Carbon Coal. We know Joe has the firepower to beat Carbon Coal without insta-killing it. And, well, that will be double bingo right away. A single goal gives 2 bingos to JudgeJoe. 4th column and 2nd row. And if Joe succeeds in blending a boss, he would get the triple bingo easily. But if he remembers where Mr. Cleo is, he's had access to it since we got the submarine key very early. So if Joe remembers how to get to Mr. Cleo, that's go mode. That will be go mode once we beat Carbon Coal. Seawolf, on the other hand, is the only one with the helical. He's doing this check. Can it have a required boss? Vanilla Gilgamesh 3! It's not required. It's nice because we have uninterrupted Battle of the Big Bridge. But that's not really what we wanted to see. And now JudgeJoe should realize he's in go mode. He needs to defeat Carbon Coal without using an insta-kill. You can use Odin during the strong phase, because he will do Gungnir, but you need to use something else in the weak phase, because Odin will use True Edge, also called Tantetsuken, and you cannot do that if you want the goal to be valid. So be careful there, JudgeJoe. Sword dances should do the trick, though. You could also use Meteor. Meteor bypasses the wall. Okay, he's doing a quick. He's going to do a double Meteor. Will it do it? Will it be enough? It's enough! That's a double bingo and that's go mode. He just needs to go to Mr. Cleo. And he's using the warp shell right away, so I think he knows how to do it. He was just waiting to be in go mode to do the Mr. Cleo goal. Yeah, he's going there, you go there. Just south of Karnak. And you should get to a small cave. And that's the final time. 1 hour 53:58. So yeah, Judge Joe takes the first game. 1-0 for Judge Joe. And I am joined by the two runners from tonight. Congratulations, Judge Joe, for winning the first game.
Thank you. That was that card was tricky. I didn't think it was going to be, but then it turned out to be.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. I'm hearing echoes from both of you. Okay. Okay, now I should be able to hear you both.
Yes, I can hear you.
So, how are you feeling after that first game?
I feel like I feel like there had to have been a faster way through this seed, but I'm not sure what it was.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. There's a lot of first boss is real grindy, and a lot of weird things with bad spots, like bad spot for Carby, bad spot for Minotaur down the bottom of Walsh Tower.
Mm.
So a lot of bad bosses and bad spots.
So, interestingly enough, between you two, Seawolf was the first to have a bingo chance with Carbon Cold, because Judge Joe did not find the bracelet until very late, while Seawolf found it very early. So, Seawolf would have been able to get second row first, but I think he didn't feel confident against Carbuncle.
Well, Chronicle I ran into, what did I have? I had just messing with the mimics for the two characters. I was very magic heavy, and yeah, Carbuncle has reflect by baseline, but my conjure got diluted. I had a pretty good conjure pool for a while. I had Leviathan and Bahamut and Silver for conjure. That was very strong for a while. And I grabbed a few, chests. Had Chocobo. I think had Sheena in there somewhere.
You didn't have summon 4 or 5?
I only had 4. A summoner with 5 with between I had Galif and Lena able to summon up to 5, but and then mimics there of course. But the damage I got to fight and got instantly took 1400 damage from the first spell, and I couldn't. I was gonna be able to heal up, stay alive, and then do that there. At least that level. I was coming back actually right when Joe finished. I was going back to try again. I was just gonna just take it on the chin for 3-4 rounds, then just haste 2, get built up, and then try and just damage the crap out of it during that turn opening you have.
Yeah. Well, if there's one thing that I really wonder where it has been placed, where the hell is X-Zone?
X-Zone?
X-Zone would be nice. But it's Slash really. I had Slash in the first town in Rugor, so.
My assumption is Mirage Village, but I just maybe see what got there by this point.
Yeah, it was well, Mirage is behind Wall Tower, which is under Wall Tower.
Mirage is hinted to be on Solitary Island Shrine, and Shrine Page, along with the Walls Tower key, is at Fork Tower. And the Elder Branch is in World 2 and has never been found by anyone.
I guess it has to be behind Carbuncle then, because.
Elder Branch must be Big Bridge Key then.
Yep.
Oh, you're right. No,
And
you're right.
Big
Yeah,
Bridge
Big
Key
Bridge.
is in Wall 3.
Which honestly, that Minotauros, that underwater wall probably has it.
Yeah. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah,
I didn't miss anything else.
You both run away from it.
If I put the PR on my dancer with the running shoes, I'd have been through free and simple, but
Yeah.
that would have required me to go back.
Yeah. Though, Joe, overall in this seed, you played very aggressively and you got rewarded more than once. One of the times was you got the trench page in Wall 3 hint very early. And we all knew that that was a great hint because since we have this submarine key early, finding the trench page means 2 easy goals in Column 2. And as soon as you got the hints and enough firepower, you were already doing all the possible World 3 locations. You were playing so aggressively, and you actually got rewarded because it was on Odin's Cave. What was going through your mind at this moment?
So with that hint, trench page, I had the chicken knife dancer, and I had haste 2. Those 2 things with a stack of Phoenix Downs can get you through majority of the bosses in the game. If they're not murdering your party AoE, you can likely get through with enough Phoenix Downs. So I figured I'll let Seawolf play around with whatever's left in World 1, World 2. There wasn't too much, but there was a couple things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let Seawolf play with that, and I'll kind of just chase this hint, get the trench page, see what sort of stuff comes from that, and meanwhile, I keep an eye on the bingo board for whatever Seawolf has managed to scrounge up and see if that stuff I need to chase.
Mm.
And there was a big old lull in Bingo's faces for this seed, at which point I kind of decide some of these boss hunts that we were facing, it might be in the void.
Yeah, that was my next point. Another way you got rewarded playing aggressively is, okay, I'm going to get only the boss hunt goals, and I'm going to the void. And you almost wasted your time there, because you only found one required boss, and it was at the very end. It was Twinton's spot. It was Wing Raptor, and it was not the best one, especially when you use a Berserker.
Yeah, I mean, with Golem, as long as you don't die to the breath wings, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I also got that lovely darkness bow, and I'm like, finally, I don't have blue. This will get me my blind boss, which will be, once I get that, that's at least 1 bingo. and then I just could not either find a boss or trigger blind, or it was rough.
And
yeah, I pilot sitting in front of Azumagia, just letting Apocalypse just like, please cast Flash, and he casts Big Guard. Like, okay, never mind. I gotta start bringing it down now.
And none of you.
Yeah, speaking of Flash, there was a Gilgamesh 4 somewhere.
Yeah. There were many bosses you could have blinded. Like, when you were doing Magisa in the Void, you let Forza spawn. And I'm pretty sure you can blind Forza. Unfortunately, you killed Forza with sword dances before you could blind him.
I hadn't actually looked up Forza. I kind of was thinking about going that way, but also my blind, I don't know. Darkness bow kind of is not the method to blind a boss.
Yeah, I found no Flash. I couldn't find. Even I had Flash, didn't matter. I never found blue, so it's kind of a lost cause there.
Yeah. And never found blue was my issue.
And one of the easiest boss to blind is Titan. And unfortunately, only Seawolf could get access to it. Titan is at the end of History Falls. So
okay, thought I wasn't. So I got the bracelet and the false page at the same time right after I left the void.
Yeah.
And I knew there was at least one boss down this. Well, I knew there was pretty much all the bosses down these chains, but I kind of tried to make a guess as to. I decided to quick clear out Extus Castle, potentially just skip the entire chain and get the Mirage Radar. But I actually kind of thought the Wolf might have already done Extus Castle by this point.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. At least the majority of it. I didn't do Carbuncle, obviously. He was too powerful at the time. But yeah, I cleaned it out, and I was just hoping to find Trench at that point. I was like, let me kill Excess real fast. I had Holy, so just blow him up real fast and try and, get lucky. And he only gave me the Walls Tower key, so there was no Trench Page option. That's my main thing was I had Trench Page was like my last possible check for Trench Page. That's what really screwed me over here.
Mm-hmm. So while we are at it, I just opened the wiki for the FF5 weapons. I'm surprised. Do you know the percentage chance to inflict blind with the darkness bow?
Like 10%?
66%.
Is Wing Raptor immune to blind?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure Forza is not immune, and yeah.
Yeah, you can blind Forza. He's a Forza, like basically every stat aspect works with Forza almost.
Yeah. Yeah. 66% chance to inflict blind, and we didn't see a single blind in here. Yeah. Very surprising. It was also easy to see the difference between your party compositions. Seawolf was almost exclusively magical magical jobs and abilities, relying on Holy, a few summons, and Mimic. And actually, there were a few bosses you could have gone faster, like Leviathan. Instead of trying to set up and getting protection, etc., which is risky because the more the time flows, the more Leviathan has chances to do 2 actions per turn, and physical attacks would shred you. You could have just right away sent up Bahamut and then Mimic, and Leviathan would have died way faster because it was RK with his spot, so not that much HP, and Leviathan mimicked Bahamut should have done the trick.
Yeah, it's interesting, but both fights I fought him twice. The first time I opened up with Aqua Rake right off the bat, and then it countered my first attempt at summoning over again. So I had Black Mage at both 3, so I just with the big weakness, and
it's
next time
risky.
It up,
but
yeah, it's risky, but
it's
summons also do
risky
it too.
Because with both 3, I often get countered by Tidal Wave.
Yeah, in that case it's Aqua Rake, so it wasn't a huge deal, but I couldn't. There's the first fight was Aqua Rake opener, then double Aqua Rake, round 2 combat. So I was like, okay, 3 Aqua Rakes in a row, even you're level 40, that's gonna kill you.
As long as you do not use Leviathan on Leviathan, because Leviathan absorbs Leviathan.
Yeah, that was a conjure. So Faris the conjure, like I'll throw water at him. Like, no, Faris, don't do that.
Yeah,
all the choices.
Do not rely on randomness.
Gilgamesh 2 made me sad.
Yeah. On the other hand, Joe did a Joe. He got Galuf as a freelancer very early because he was able to equip every kind of weapons. And yeah, freelancer can use bells. Freelancer can use punches. Freelancers can use the darkness bow. You got Galuf a freelancer with Berserk, and I swear that Berserk Galuf must have been the MVP in terms of how many goals he rewarded you with.
When we have a quad Zerk goal, we have attack with Bell. There's a lot of different things that Freelancer really helps out here.
Equip a cursed item because you had a cursed shield as well.
Yep.
So
and then to shore up the actual damage, well, there was viable chicken knives.
Yeah.
And we had Dancer.
By the way, you could have validated attack with a bell earlier because you did attack Omni with a bell. And even if Omni used reset, it was still the same save file. So
yeah,
as long as you beat Omni, attack with a bell was actually already valid.
Actually, the thing I was kind of starting to... I am wondering on the reset needing saves rule in if for example, Carbuncle was sitting in the Neo X death spot. You go to credits.
Yeah.
Instead of back to my save. Would that have to be my last goal? Therefore, I'd have to have gotten Theo before, or...
Yeah, that's... as per the rules, there is no actual reset rule in the rule set, and it was just agreed on during the tournament. And that's a very specific case, like, because it automatically gives you the credits. And what I like to think when I usually run bingo myself is that you would normally need to do that last for actually two reasons. First, because of the save file rule, but second, because normally we time with the credits. Like, you know, the Kusa NPC that does not work under the current build.
Yeah.
Normally but since it's done with the credits, if your last goal is net spot, getting your last goal and then the credits from there also works under the normal rule set when the credits NPC works. So that's how I like to think it. But yeah, under the current rule set, it's...
I know I need to look this up, but I'm like,
yeah,
I'll get it when it's going to be go mode. And then as I started to go to the void, I went, wait, hold up. I'm getting nervous about a very particular set of circumstances. And I'm like...
You just want to save, pick the boss. If it's not required, good for you, you can ignore it. And if it's required, you can remember it. But like, at least peek into the boss to know what it is.
Stalkers at Necrophobia. I'm glad that that's not on the card.
Yeah, it's not good. Nobody wants that. Yeah, a lot of bosses are in bad spots this season. Just straight up, just in the worst possible occasions.
Yeah. We never found Ironclaw as well. And Cerberus as well. So they could be in Shrine, they could be in Folk Tower, they could be in More Forest, they could be in Big Bridge. We don't know. We never checked those.
Yeah, Siege was definitely a lot of elusive choice. A lot of like, no, well, find this boss, be fine. But the boss is behind like a 4 chain. So it's like, yeah, you're never going to get to the bridge. You're going to get to the branch and the Fork Tower. So yeah, I never found the branch, was the World 2, probably on the big bridge, and that probably opened the fork. So it could have easily been, 5 bosses in front of that one boss you had to find.
Hey, you can get a bingo with X Zone.
Yeah. Sure.
You can get a bingo if you blind a boss.
Yeah. as you find, we're both hanging. Like, I was shocked. You were like, had like 3 or 4 bingos ready to rock, like one space away. I'm like, oh, this is gonna end any minute now. And like 45 minutes went by, and no one did hit a spot on the board. I was like, this is gonna be bad, because if you can't end it this fast with all those bingos hanging there, like, I'm gonna be in trouble, because whatever you do now is not paying out.
Yeah, that up until we got our last, I'm pretty sure it was from 1 hour to like 1 hour 30. We had 0 new goals.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was rough.
All right. Does any one of you have any final word on this seed in particular? In this seed or bingo board?
I think we kind of went over the important parts about it. thank you, Seawolf, for working with my schedule here. It's always a pleasure to race. Thank you, Rom, for this restream. It's a
past
huge
4
pleasure, and I'm
a.m.
glad
thanks for
and
talking then.
very thankful.
Yeah, so we'll let this one go, and
Yeah.
the next race, hopefully a couple of days.
At least
And,
one
we'll
game to go. Second game will be 5-line boss hunt bingo. We may finally see a tie, and maybe we'll get the third game. Boss hunt lockout, maybe. Seawolf, you've so far you have been the king of upsets, so I'm counting on you on this one.
No, I'll do it again, but no promises. Just, I am intrigued though. I would like to see if this ends up being a sweep for the final. I would like to see someone race, even if you're doing a community race of just that third setting, because no one ever raced the third setting, so no one knows what happens. So I'd like to see that at least once.
If only we could see it. But before that, there's a second game. Do you have an idea? Do you have a rough idea of when it could happen, maybe?
I just now got my schedule for the next week, so I'm going to have to talk with Seawolf about how they click together.
Yeah. Yep. Because normally the grand final is supposed to end before June 16th, according to the rule set document. And that's potentially 2 games to schedule in the next week.
Yeah. Shouldn't be bad.
So
should be sometime this next week.
Yep.
Yeah. Coming soon, TM. Alright, thank you both for this great race. Seawolf actually had a few chances to, even with all those goals he was missing, he had a few chances to come back due to some opportunities, and it was interesting to see the big differences between your particums and routing. The aggressiveness versus trying to be safe.
This long, anyone's game.
And
I love how the dancer is. I was like, oh, that's great. And I never found any. I found the thief knife, and I didn't have a good weapon for a dancer for like the next hour and a half. So I was like, I have one good knife.
And there was just a chicken knife somewhere for sale. So yeah.
Yeah, and only Bart's was doing the sword dances. So Ferris had the big weapon, and Bart's doing all sword dances like 20-something damage against Mary Jean. So like, there's my luck right there. So it happens.
Yeah.
So hopefully next time we'll have class and weapon.
All right. Well, as usual, thanks Final Fantasy Randomizer for lending us the stream layout and channels. Thanks to everyone who came to watch, especially thanks to Limit Break for raiding us during the match, and for everyone who stayed. You're all the best, and we hope you stay tuned to watch the second game, and if there's one, maybe the third game, to watch the grand final and the conclusion of this tournament. Thank you everyone, and see you next time. Goodbye.